My name is Jacques Magnan. I'm the CEO of Alberta Innovates Health Solutions. Alberta Innovates Health Solutions, AIHS, is one of the 4 new corporations created by the Government of Alberta as part of its redesign of the research and innovation system. AIHS builds on the legacy created over the last 30 years by the Alberta Heritage Foundation for Medical Research, a legacy that we're very proud of. The government and the corporation are still committed to supporting excellence in research and continuing to develop the quality activity that we've done over the last 30 plus years. But the way in which we're going to do this is about to change. In order to build on the quality research that we have supported, and in order to impact the province in the most positive way, we need to have a collaborative, creative way of looking at our investments, and we will build on a health research strategy that has been released by the Government of Alberta and that identifies a number of thematic priority areas that are of particular importance to the people of the province. These priority thematic areas are important for the health of Albertans and are important for the quality of the health system. They are also to be informed by the assets that we have in place in terms of research and innovation, and also by the needs and the opportunities that we have of making investments that will impact the province positively as we move into the future. So these thematic areas are broad enough that they encompass a vast majority of the health research that we currently support in the province. But at the same time, they're important enough for us to signal that we are interested in the outcomes of that research in those particular areas. The mechanisms by which AIHS will support health research in the province is also changing. We will not have as our core business the long-term supportive salaries of the researchers that are employed by the universities. As a matter of fact, over the last 6 years, we have committed over $150 to $200 million to continue supporting the salary of the investigators in the institution. There will have to be a transition of this salary support to the institution, and the Minister of Advanced Education has made a request to his colleagues in government to allocate up to $118 million to help the institutions build a transition plan for that activity. So what is the new way in which AIHS will support health research in the province? Health researchers in particular are at the core of the health research enterprise in the province, but there are many different other stakeholders that are also very interested in the outcome of health research and have a vested interest in seeing it develop in the best possible way. We will engage the research community and all of the other stakeholder groups, so that means the health system, government, the private sector, community groups at large, in order to help us build the best strategies moving forward. We will also be contributing value-added AIHS expertise and services and leveraging our connections within the Alberta Innovate system, as well as through the development of partnerships to maximize our investments and their impact in the province. AIHS will no longer be simply a research funding agency, but a full partner in the health research enterprise in Alberta. That means that we will approach developing our investment strategies from different perspectives. We will engage at the front end with our stakeholders to define the assets and the strengths that we have in the province, to really understand them well, to also understand the needs that we're trying to meet and the gaps that exist in knowledge and policy and practice, and the opportunities for quality investments in the province. We're calling the process Planning for Our Future, and this will lead to new initiatives to support our mandate. Our Board of Directors has created an oversight committee, high-level group representing the perspectives of different stakeholder groups, and they have tasked them with creating a number of working groups that will be asked to help us develop programs, foundational programs, and base activity, and also initiatives in the thematic areas that are defined in the health research strategy of the province. The working groups will also represent the perspectives of many different stakeholder groups, and they will be tasked with presenting a position paper highlighting the strengths and assets in the province in the particular area of interest and the needs and opportunities that can be supported as a result of the development of new initiatives. These position papers will be distributed widely and receive additional input from the broad stakeholder community, and will then form the basis for the development of initiatives which will be peer-reviewed or go through an appropriate due diligence process and submitted to the board for consideration. Approval of these initiatives will be dependent on their quality as judged by the peer review process, and of course on the availability of resources for AIHS.